Hello, maritime enthusiasts. Imagine World War II's stormy battles, heroic ships, and epic showdowns. Today, we're uncovering the thrilling stories of the top 10 warships that ruled the waves and took down enemy ships. It's a naval history journey you won't want to miss. And of course, make sure to hit that subscribe button to keep the stories coming. Ready to dive into the past? Let's go. Our voyage begins with the King George V-class battleship, HMS King George V, representing the United Kingdom. Commissioned in 1939, she was part of a formidable class designed to counter the Axis powers. HMS King George V was an imposing presence on the seas, measuring 745 feet in length and displacing a staggering 42,076 long tons. One of her most remarkable achievements was sinking 14 enemy ships during her service. This was achieved with her formidable armament, including 10 multiply 14-inch, 356mm guns, 16 multiply 5.5-inch, 140mm guns, 32 multiply 4-inch, 102mm guns, 8 multiply 2-pounder, 40mm guns, and 8 multiply 20mm Oerlikon cannons. Her speed of 28 knots and range of 7,800 miles allowed her to operate effectively across vast ocean expanses. Tragically, HMS King George V met her fate on January 11, 1941, when she struck a German mine. This loss was keenly felt, but her legacy as a stalwart defender of freedom remains intact. The next chapter in our exploration takes us to the United States and the Yorktown-class aircraft carrier, U.S. Enterprise. Launched in 1936, the U.S. Enterprise became an emblem of American naval power. Her dimensions were impressive, with a length of 823 feet and a displacement of 19,800 long tons. While primarily designed for aircraft operations, the U.S. Enterprise demonstrated her versatility by sinking 14 enemy ships during World War II. Her armament included 12 multiply 8-inch, 203mm guns, 16 multiply 5-inch, 127mm guns, 24 multiply 1.1-inch, 28mm guns, and 8 multiply 50 caliber, 12.7mm machine guns. These formidable weapons complemented her top speed of 33 knots and range of 10,000 miles. After a long and illustrious career, the U.S. Enterprise was decommissioned in 1970 and eventually scrapped in 1979. Her service, however, left an indelible mark on naval history and contributed significantly to the Allied victory. Our journey into naval history continues with the Nelson-class battleship, HMS Rodney, representing the United Kingdom. Launched in 1927, she was a colossal vessel measuring 704 feet in length and displacing 33,900 long tons. Despite a slightly lower top speed of 23 knots, her armament was formidable. HMS Rodney sank an impressive total of 15 enemy ships during her service, showcasing her capabilities. Her armament included 9 multiply 16-inch, 406mm guns, 12 multiply 6-inch, 152mm guns, 6 multiply 4.7-inch, 120mm guns, 3 multiply 2-pounder, 40mm guns, and 2 multiply 20mm Oerlikon cannons. These weapons, combined with her range of 7,800 miles, made her a force to be reckoned with. Sadly, her career came to a close in 1948 when she was scrapped. However, the legacy of HMS Rodney endures as a symbol of British naval ingenuity and determination during World War II. Sharing the 7th position with her sister ship, the HMS Nelson was another Nelson-class battleship from the United Kingdom. Commissioned in 1927, she mirrored the HMS Rodney's formidable specifications. HMS Nelson's record was equally impressive, with 15 enemy ships sunk during her service. Her range of 7,800 miles and top speed of 23 knots allowed her to navigate the vast expanses of the sea effectively. Measuring 704 feet in length and displacing 33,900 long tons, she was a formidable presence on the high seas. Regrettably, her career came to an end in 1949 when she was scrapped, closing a chapter in British naval history. Her contributions, however, would never be forgotten. Her armament featured 9 multiply 16-inch, 406mm guns, 12 multiply 6-inch, 152mm guns, 6 multiply 4.7-inch, 120mm guns, 3 multiply 2-pounder, 40 mm, guns, and 2 multiply 20 mm Oerlikon cannons. The HMS Nelson remains a symbol of British naval might during a pivotal era in history. Breaking into the top half of our list at number 6 is the iconic U.S. Lexington, a Lexington-class aircraft carrier from the United States. Commissioned in 1925, she was a formidable force with a range of 10,000 miles and a top speed of 33 knots. Measuring an impressive 888 feet in length and displacing 36,000 long tons, she was a symbol of American naval power. During her service, the U.S. Lexington sank 15 enemy ships, making her mark in naval history. However, her illustrious career was tragically cut short when she fell victim to Japanese aircraft on May 8, 1942. Her sacrifice serves as a poignant reminder of the sacrifices made during World War II. Notably, her armament included 8 multiply 8-inch, 203 mm guns, 16 multiply 5-inch, 127 mm guns, 24 multiply 1.1-inch, 28 mm guns, and 8 multiply 50 caliber, 12.7 mm machine guns. These formidable weapons, combined with her aircraft complement, made her a formidable force in the Pacific theater. Taking the 5th spot on our list is the U.S. Wasp, a Wasp-class aircraft carrier representing the United States. Commissioned in 1939, she was a vital asset with a range of 7,800 miles and a top speed of 32 knots. Measuring 728 feet in length and displacing 14,700 long tons, she played a crucial role in the Pacific theater. The U.S. Wasp sunk an impressive 16 enemy ships during her service, showcasing her importance in the war effort. However, her fate was sealed when she fell victim to a Japanese submarine, the I-19, on September 15, 1942. Her sacrifice remains a poignant chapter in naval history. Notably, her armament included 8 multiply 5-inch, 127 mm guns and 16 multiply 1.1-inch, 28 mm guns. The U.S. Wasp will always be remembered for her contribution to the Allied victory in the Pacific. Sliding into the 4th spot is the U.S. Saratoga, another Lexington-class aircraft carrier from the United States. Commissioned in 1925, she mirrored the U.S. Lexington's impressive range of 10,000 miles and a top speed of 33 knots. Her dimensions, at 888 feet in length and 36,000 long tons in displacement, were equally imposing. The U.S. Saratoga shared a similar fate with the U.S. Wasp, falling victim to the same Japanese submarine, the I-19, on September 15, 1942. However, her legacy as a formidable carrier is etched in history. Her armament included 8 multiply 8-inch, 203 mm guns, 16 multiply 5-inch, 127 mm guns, 24 multiply 1.1-inch, 28 mm guns, and 8 multiply 50 caliber, 12.7 mm machine guns. These weapons, along with her aircraft complement, made her a force to be reckoned with in the Pacific theater. Reaching the podium at number 3 is the Japanese heavy cruiser Mogami, a member of the Mogami class. Commissioned in 1935, she was a formidable vessel with a range of 10,000 miles and a top speed of 33 knots. Her sleek design resulted in a length of 637 feet and a displacement of 13,500 long tons. Mogami's impressive record included the sinking of 17 enemy ships, showcasing the versatility and effectiveness of heavy cruisers. However, her fate was sealed when she was sunk by the U.S. submarine U.S. Skate on November 25, 1944. Notably, her armament included 15 multiply 5.5-inch, 140 mm guns and 4 multiply 1.1-inch, 28 mm guns. Her armor consisted of a 4-inch, 102 mm belt, 3.1-inch, 79 mm deck, and 5.5-inch, 140 mm turrets. Claiming the runner-up position at number 2 is the U.S. Harder, a Fletcher-class destroyer representing the United States. Built in 1942, she was a smaller vessel with a range of 6,500 miles. However, she made up for it with a top speed of 35 knots. The U.S. Harder measured 376 feet in length and displaced 2,050 long tons. Incredible as it may seem, this destroyer sunk an astonishing 19 enemy ships, solidifying her place as one of the most effective naval vessels of World War II. Her heroic journey came to an end when she was sunk by the Japanese destroyer Nowaki on April 2, 1945. Notably, her armament included 5 multiply 5-inch 127mm guns, 10 multiply 21-inch 533mm torpedo tubes, 1 multiply depth charge projector, and 2 multiply depth charge racks. Topping our list as the #1 surface warship with the most enemy ships sunk during World War II is the HMS Warspite, a fast battleship from the United Kingdom. Commissioned in 1913, she was a true veteran of the seas, boasting a range of 8,100 miles and a top speed of 28 knots. The HMS Warspite was a colossus, measuring 801 feet in length and displacing 30,600 long tons. But what truly sets her apart is her astonishing record of sinking 23 enemy ships. Her remarkable career was tragically cut short when she fell victim to the German U-boat U-223 on April 15, 1941. Nevertheless, the HMS Warspite remains an enduring symbol of naval excellence, and her legacy as the most prolific surface warship of World War II will never fade. In closing, these World War II warships have etched their names in history, with acts of remarkable courage and impact. From the formidable British battleships like HMS Warspite to the American aircraft carriers such as U.S. Enterprise, each vessel has its own tale of valor. These naval giants played a pivotal role in shaping the war's outcome, underscoring the importance of sea power. Their stories are a tribute to the brave sailors who served aboard them. If you found this journey through history fascinating, remember to like, subscribe, and share our channel with fellow history enthusiasts. Join us for more captivating stories that have left an indelible mark on our world. As we sail onward through the annals of history, let's continue to explore, learn, and keep the spirit of history alive. Thank you for being a part of our historical odyssey.